Ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between, we are here today at Tully's in Watertown, New York. Gorgeous upstate New York. It's about 80 degrees and sunny out here. There's no snow in sight. And we are joined here today by myself, Trevor Grasby, Mark Bottero, and the guest of honor, Quinn Chevers.
How you guys doing today? How you guys doing?
Brand new member of the hockey team. He's got a few games in already, been a big part of this team in his early Watertown career. And he's just going to, throughout this episode, give a little bit about himself, maybe a little bit about other people. We're going to learn about Mark. We're going to learn about everything that goes on in the Watertown organization. So to kick things off there, Quinn, would you like to give a little background, a little insight on kind of where you come from and your hockey career up until this point?
All right, well, first off, thanks for having me, guys.
No problem.
100%. 100%.
All right, well, I'm from Scarborough, Ontario, 26 years old. Hockey background, I started around 8 years old. Just free skates with my mom, my family, my cousins. Started playing youth hockey around maybe like 10. Started with Hillcrest Canadians.
Canadians, shout out.
Then moved my way up, Toronto Titans. Played there.
GTHL.
GTHL represent.
Yeah.
GTHL. And then started off in juniors. Played 4 years in juniors. Actually, my first year of juniors was with Kyle Powell. That was my first ever junior captain. So, you know.
There's a name drop if you've ever had one in Watertown. That's a name. That's quite the character. The young Kyle Powell. We have the older version now.
Exactly. And then after juniors, went off to college, moved away from home, started off at Anna Maria College, shout out the AmCats. Then after 2 years, transferred to Hamlin College, finished off, studied criminal justice.
There you go.
Now I'm here,
Educated
first year
man.
pro.
School guy.
Exactly.
School
Love
guy.
the school.
Yeah, we
Everybody
love
go to
to have
school.
our school guys in our team here. We love to keep a tight ship here. We run math tests every week, stuff like that, science, geography, whatever we need, we got tests every school.
Keeping them educated as we do. We're not just hockey players. We're some brains here as well. Some of us, not all.
Just like Mr. Grasby said. Nailed the head there.
So let's talk a bit about your school here, because not everyone, there's a lot of different paths in the whole hockey, the hockey career, where some guys go to school, some don't go to school, some go to juniors, some go to this, some go to that, and then whatever. You took the school route. Give a little bit how long you were there. You already said what you studied, but what's it like going to school and playing hockey?
College is a great time. You meet a lot of new people.
Yeah.
Make a lot of new friends. More time to develop before you go play pro.
For sure.
And sometimes it is hard to juggle school and hockey, but sometimes you just got to gear down and do it.
Gear down in that library and get back on that sheet ice. Just make it happen. No matter what we get.
Between pond and the library, there's really not much time in between.
The library was my best friend. I miss the library. I miss the books.
That's right. Now,
Exactly what you miss.
what's hockey-wise? What's a school schedule compared to a professional hockey schedule here in the Forgotten Players Hockey League, the FPHL Watertown?
It's a little bit different. Started off classes 8 a.m.
Yeah.
8 a.m. Probably finish around 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Get home, have a little bit of lunch, something to eat, then head off to the rink, stretch, and practice around probably like 3 to 4.
Every day?
Every day. Then Friday, Saturday, game time. You also, in college hockey, you never want to lose on a Saturday.
Nope.
That's what you...
Ruins the weekend.
We don't lose on Saturdays.
We don't lose on Saturdays.
We do not lose on Saturdays. Okay, interesting. And now that's the school dynamic. For those of you who don't know, for Watertown here, we practice Monday to Thursday every day for a good hour and a half too. We do what needs to be done there. We have Coach been out there moving the pucks around, giving us some direction, and then usually couple dangles, couple goals. And then we got usually our games Fridays and Saturdays, which again, to all of you who come out and support, thank you guys. It really makes this much better. It really brings the environment up. So that's kind of the school aspect. Mark, would you like to
I definitely want to touch on something revolving the hockey scene there. I know that you and a teammate now, teammate, participated for Team Jamaica.
Yes.
I believe that was 2019, 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Latam Cup.
Latam Cup, yes. So
Yes.
you were teammates with Carter Thornton.
Yes.
Also part of the Jamaican national team there. So just give us a little bit of insight on that and how that was.
It was actually a very good time. A lot of eye-opening experiences. It was fun. We went to Latam Cup in Florida, so it was a great time. We won that first year that we went. A lot of guys were on that team. A lot of guys from Toronto, actually, and first team in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So back in Jamaica, they seen that we won, and we're famous over there. Too bad we haven't been over to the island here. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But it was just a great experience overall, and it was just fun. And hopefully we get to do something like that again, and let the process happen. Hopefully soon we'll be in the Olympics. Anything can happen, right?
Watch out. You've heard of Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
Now you've heard of Quinn Chevers.
Yeah.
Watch out. What kind of countries are you playing against there in that tournament?
We played against Colombia, Greece. I forget.
Okay.
Those are two of the two mainstays.
Those are the
100%.
two, what?
100%.
Did you play against Lebanon?
Yes, we did actually.
Friend
Lebanon.
of the show, Alex Morani, played on that one too.
Yes,
So,
we did play against Lebanon. You know what? They're a tough team.
Yeah.
But great.
Shout out to Morani, actually, because he's probably got his feet up there. He's tuned in.
Yeah.
Big supporter of the show. He's going to be probably right now one of 782 and a half people watching. So thank you guys for tuning in. We do appreciate that.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. And you know what? I would watch too if we had Quinn on the show. All right. So you took part in that. That's your hockey outside of the pro game. Give a little insight on what other hockey you do outside the pro game in terms of off season. Do you play any hockey in the summer?
Off season, just train. Shout out Intech. You know what I mean? If everybody who comes to Toronto,
Sponsor, could be you.
That's my gym.
Okay.
We train every day. Train with a couple guys, pro guys, couple college guys still. Train Monday to Friday, and then weekends off. A couple men's league games.
Always.
Have a good time.
And forget about that ASHL.
Don't say Hockey League. It's big and it's
best
growing.
Summer league. Best summer league, ASHL. And then sometimes actually in the summers I go up to Minnesota, back to Minnesota, visit a couple family members up there and train with him. Chris Stewart. Train with my uncle. 660 something games at NHL.
Not a big deal.
He wanted me
Almost
to say
as
that.
good as the Fed.
Wanted me to say that on here,
Almost.
but train with him for a bit.
Yeah.
And then it's a great time in Minnesota. Train with a couple pro guys out there.
For sure.
So, yeah.
Touching on that, your relatives there, I see that you do have a couple famous relatives. You want to just, you were in the LA Kings gear. I'm not really sure where you got that one from, but I know you
Dev Camp.
Dev Camp.
Went to Dev Camp. No, I'm just joking. This is my little cousins, Akil Thomas. He, if you guys don't know, scored the game-winning goal for Team Canada. That's
big deal. Big deal.
2019. Yeah, not a big deal.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Well, I think this is a good time maybe to direct our attention to the now 1,200 of you who are tuned in live. And you guys are firing away on your phones, typing, and you got some questions here for our friend Quinn.
What's up?
Let's start with this here, nice and from the top. Karen asks, do you have a pregame ritual?
Not necessarily. I just, head to the ring, gear down, put on my gitch, and
gear up.
Take my stick, always go right to left, never left to right.
There's one right there.
And
not
then,
superstitious, but a little stitious.
Just a little bit
for
stitious.
Sure. For sure.
And then before the game, pray, thank God, ask God to protect my teammates, give us strength to help us win each game.
Yeah. Speaking of protecting your teammates, you actually had an incident last game here where protecting your teammates was what happened. He's fighting for his brothers here. And that's just, it's a part of the game that you guys, it's not the scoring goals part, but it all kind of fluids into that. And what we got, unfortunately, a 2-game suspension here. That's fine. That's we're sticking up for each other. Quinn, what exactly, maybe just a little brief, what went down there?
I just seen Clinker skating in the middle of the ice. Some guy on Motor City gave him a little shove. I didn't like it. I went over there, had a nice conversation with him.
PG, I'm sure.
One thing led to another. had to leave the game, but hey.
That's the standing up for the teammates that goes. There's a lot of value in that, and it's not the hat trick necessarily, but it's the guy who's willing to go to war for your brother and your teammate, and that's part of the game that brings these Watertown Wolves and any team a long way.
Sometimes when you're in the battle there, you got to collect a couple chins, and get you out of lineup for a game or two. It's worth it. So collect a chin, and here we are.
I'll see you guys Friday. I'll be in the stands.
Yeah.
You know, meet some of the fans finally. Yeah.
Don't be afraid to show up there. That's Quinn. You feel free to shake his hand. Awesome guy, and you'll continue to get to know him here. Tiffany asks, any hobbies outside of hockey? Anything to mention?
Just video games. The typical.
Sure.
Like to play video games. Hang out with the fellas.
Yeah.
Nothing much really.
Maybe Joe's Tavern sometimes.
Yeah, Joe's Tavern.
Shout out again.
No, play a little bit of basketball.
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. And you can do that at the local Y. There is a basketball court. We have not done that, but you never know. There's a great court there.
I've not been there, but I'd love to go there.
There we go.
If anybody wants to take me there.
Yeah.
Mark, do you have anywhere to go here?
What I ask you here is, you've been in Watertown now for a week or two. What do you feel like? How do you feel? Getting in the locker room, gelling with the new guys. How do you feel? You liking it? You hate everybody?
Yeah.
We can be honest.
Yeah, put it all out.
Honestly, I say it every day during practice, during the games. I love it here, and I don't want to be anywhere else.
Yeah.
Love the boys.
I love winning.
Love winning. Love it. We're on a 5-game heater right now, and we're going to keep that pushing. But I do, honestly, I like it here a lot. Everybody, tight-knit group. Everything's flowing like water.
Yeah.
You just
not like molasses.
Make me sweat.
Good. We got one more question here coming from somebody by the name of Patricia Chevers. Either a very big coincidence or this could be family, but she asks, Quinn, who has been your most influential coach?
There you go.
That's a good one. I would say it'd have to be actually my other uncle, Cleo Thomas. Mine and Kyle's head coach, first year junior.
Okay.
He was a big coach of mine, taught me a lot of things about hockey and just, being a man, growing up.
Life lessons. Life lessons beyond the game.
Keeping it in the family. We love to see that.
Keeping it tight. Tight ships only here in Watertown. I think now is kind of a good place to remind the 5,000 you tuned in live. Thank you guys. Probably from across the border here. You guys just tuned in from everywhere. There's no borders on Google. So just as a little thank you to you guys tuned in live, or if you tune in later on, we are still running our little Tuesday giveaway for 2 free tickets. We've got 4 here to show. We're only giving away 2 of these. 2 of these got to go elsewhere. 2 tickets to our next home game. That's against the Danbury Hat-Tricks on this Friday, February the 21st. All you got to do is text the word Blizzard to 833-625-0094 or scan the QR code that will be put on your screen. And we will take entries until the 20th at 5 p.m. for your chance to win 2 free tickets. I think the resale value, if I'm not mistaken, on these for this big Friday night tilt is actually about $300. I haven't checked Ticketmaster recently. $350 is, I think, the latest bid. StubHub's got you $350.
That's on the glass.
That's A1 seating.
Glass.
That's A1 seating. If you want to get a booth, if you want bottle service, you talk to the people you need to talk to. But yes, that's to everyone who tunes in. Thank you. And for a little thank you, we want to give you this opportunity in return. So let's move on here. Questions-wise, keep those coming in. We'll try to get to all of them.
On that note, Mr. Grasby, I just want to touch on that. Friday night's game is Teacher Appreciation Night. So like I said last weekend, I like to shout out my family. A lot of my family members are teachers, and my girlfriend's going to become a teacher. So shout out Vital there for that one, becoming a teacher. And $10 for teachers. So, you're going to get $25 off the top there, right off the top. And the resale value, like we said, is astronomical. So make sure you get down there. You can't miss it. And then also our Sunday home game is, I believe, at 4 o'clock. And it is our
4:30.
4:30, correction, my bad. It is our Hawaiian night. So first 500 fans are going to get laid. And you're going to be able to wear those.
You heard that right, folks. Laid.
You're going to get laid. First 500. So make sure you're there at the front door. Show up early. Come on in there. Watch the warm-up. Watch the boys buzzing around there. And get your laid. So that's what's going on this weekend.
There's always something going on in Watertown, and Friday night's teachers, and Sunday night you're getting laid. So thank you guys. Hopefully we see you there. And let's maybe move on here to focus back on Mr. Chevers here. What do you do meal wise? Meal prep, food throughout the week.
That's a good question. Meal wise, keeping it simple: chicken, eggs, rice.
Yep.
The
basics.
Exactly. Mix a little bit of pasta here and there.
For sure.
Love my sweets though. Love my cookies, Sour Patch Kids. The ice cream, the popsicles. But sometimes gotta cut that out because I gotta keep it tight during the season.
Professional hockey players.
Exactly.
We're on a tight ship here.
Exactly.
No chips ahoy for this guy.
Speaking of tight ships, Ian Erdman, if you guys ever have dieting questions, he is our team nutritionist. He's got a lot to say, whether it's always, choose your yams instead of your, popcorn is usually what the message is. But yeah, let's
a lot
go
of peanuts
back.
from Frozone.
Frozone. Let's go this way here. We got the Four Nations tournament going on. Not sure if any of you guys know what that is, but that's a kind of a big global tournament going on between Canada, USA, Finland, and Sweden. We got the finals coming up. Is that Thursday?
Yes. Thursday
p.m. We will probably be watching at Ludlow Junior Harris's place. But did you have any team you're cheering for? Canada, US is the finals, by the way.
Canada. Obviously, Canadian boy. I'd be cheering for Jamaica, but we're not there. So.
Not there.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not down south still.
We're doing the 5 nations next year.
So, hopefully Canada comes out top. McJesus, Nate Dogg, Sid the Kid, hopefully.
Now, what would a player like Connor McDavid, the best in the world, in the NHL, what would he do in the league like the FPHL? Would he have what it takes?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You heard it here first, and you'll hear it here again.
I don't think so.
He probably doesn't have it.
It's hard to stick in the FPNHL here. It's very difficult.
Yeah, it's really a league like none other. It really is. Mark, would you like to direct the attention anywhere else here?
Yeah, just playing here. This is your first year pro, if I'm correct.
Yes.
What are your hockey goals looking like for your career? You're looking to play a couple years. You're looking to play a year or two and then settle down, or are you looking to get over to Europe? What are you looking at?
Honestly, just a couple years here, and then, like you said, head over to Europe, experience life on that side of the ocean, and hopefully, a couple games on the coast, couple games here or there in the SP. Who knows? You know what I mean?
Aim high, baby.
Aim high, but every year to me is just development. So one day at a time. So.
Good. All right. Why not? We actually got our game MC here. If you're ever at a game, you will hear him, and you won't stop hearing him. He's got a couple lays here. We're actually going to get laid right now. We're going to get these on in honor of Sunday's festivities here at 4:30. Thank you.
First 500 get laid.
This could be you. And as we're gearing down here, we're winding down. Let's kind of direct our attention to the playoff push we're on right now. There's, we're between what now? Game 34 and game 35 of this demanding schedule. And we're in a pretty good race here. Binghamton's sitting at the top. That's okay. We're keeping them right in front of us there.
We got them right where we want them.
We got them, We're balls in our court here. We got Danbury in the mix. Port Huron, the Prowlers, probably, we got Hudson Valley's hanging around. Shout out Jonas Lees, fellow Morrisville Mustang, the workhorse from Whitehorse, former teammate.
Old roommate, old teammate. Great guy.
Stand up guy. So what's a playoff race like, and what are the games? Obviously, every game's important, but the games at the end of the season, why are they a little more exciting than game 4, 5, and 6?
Because everybody knows, what's at stake. You know what I mean? Every inch, every battle.
Yeah.
We all want to win, right?
That's it.
Only the strong survive.
We want to hoist that Commissioner's Cup loud and proud here down Coffee here.
Exactly. That's the end goal.
Yes.
We're shutting down Coffee.
We're getting that parade going straight down that street.
We might take it all the way to Syracuse, where none other than Trevor Newman's residing. He's at home. Send him your best wishes. He's actually a little sick right now, feeling under the weather. But a guy like that, he always does bounce back, so we're not too worried. Okay, good. Let's filter in with another question or two before we really call it. Michael asks, how do you wind it down after a game?
Kick my feet up, Might have a little Pepsi,
Pepsi.
have a little Dr. Pepper, a Sprite. You know, who knows?
If you're really feeling crazy.
Just hanging out, watching TV.
Sure.
And then, don't really watch too much. Oh,
all right, there we go.
that's interesting. But yeah, and then watch some
security's
film.
supposed to be on that one, but
and then watch film the next day.
film.
See how I play. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For sure. That's actually a big part of the game there. All the games are streamed on YouTube. So when you guys, if you don't want to come all the way to Baton Rouge, for example, you guys can watch from the seat of your own seat. And by seat, I mean comfort of your own seat through YouTube. And that's actually, like Quinn said, is a great way for players to watch back and watch their game and kind of see what they did right and see what they did wrong. So there's all these avenues
so
here.
it's always good to check it out and make
So Hannah Montana said, "Nobody's perfect."
Okay.
It's written on his bedroom wall. Yeah. You've heard it here. All right, last little thing here. We could give a little shout out to the Watertown weather. It is not 80 and sunny, like I said. It's actually just full of snow. Being from Canada, is that what you're used to?
Yes, but unfortunately, my Jamaican background heritage, I still don't belong in this weather. So you know what I mean? And I'm a real island boy.
Yeah, boy.
So it's a little cold. A little cold.
But, got to deal with it. Have the Canada Goose with me all the time. There you go.
Sure.
Take Davide's sweater sometimes.
Davide doesn't even own boots.
No, because he's all about style. We addressed that one last week. Awesome. Well, folks, I think we're pretty much wrapping up. And we're gonna, with the 8,000 of you tuned in now, we're winding down. So thank you guys for tuning in. We thank Tully's for having us. What's their slogan?
And, I believe it is great food, good times.
Yeah,
I may or may not have messed that up last weekend, but I do see it from here. So great food and good times.
Yeah.
And as always, these servers, they are just buzzing around right now. They're like honeybees in a beehive. You can't stop them unless you need to. Then you'll stop them. But they're just flying. So thank you to them. Thank you to everyone a part of the show.
Also,
thank you.
I want to say something.
We got a little shout out from Quinn here to sign off.
Fins up.
Yeah.
Fins up. For those of you who knows what that means. Yes, so thank you to all. Thank you again. Also, most importantly, to the fans. You guys are awesome. Keep tuning in. Keep coming to the games. The harder you cheer, the harder we play. So thank you, guys. Thank you for everything. Quinn, thank you.
Thank
Mark,
you guys for having me.
enjoy your nights.
Yes.
That is Taiwan on.
And that's all. Signing off, Watertown.
Signing off.